Schools need to know where every student is in real time. That's our primary purpose. The first screen here is basically what we call our Tier 1 module, which is a dashboard that can click into Blackbaud. You'll see a little logo there giving you a sync time, and I'm just going to jump into the product now. This is our app. I don't know if there's anyone from Bishop Strahan on the call, but they are a long-time customer of ours, initially in boarding, now moving into day attendance. Essentially, you will have a dashboard view like this, which, as I said, if you were that eager, we could set you up today. That's how simple it is. Click this dashboard into Blackbaud. It's going to surface some key attendance insights, and it's going to pull across all those groups from Blackbaud for you to filter down by. So we could even, I set up a varsity baseball coach recently that wants to know about any time an athlete of his has an unexcused absence or a late, just so that the next time at practice he can have that conversation, because ultimately attendance impacts grades, which then impacts their ability to attain scholarships and their futures. So this screen here, you've got attendance metrics, the key ones there, attendance rate, and you can set a target there. So it's 80. We've got attendance concerns, which can be flagged based on criteria that you set. The students with the most concerns are flagged here. We got role completion rate. So a big struggle for our schools globally is like making sure that teachers actually take the role, which they're busy people. It's not always the easiest to do that. And then this is going to basically alert them as well. So we can set up alerts to say, hey, you need to take the role 5 minutes after the start of the class or 5 minutes after the end. It's up to you. There is some of that as a baseline in Blackboard, as I understand, but this can go via email, push notification. It's up to you. We got an attendance heat map, so you can see which classes are potentially lacking in attendance, so you can have a conversation with those teachers. And then we've also got most unexcused absences as well. You'll notice there's a toggle at the top of all these tiles to switch between class and day. And so that is more relevant if you've got an upper school that goes by class and then maybe a middle or lower school that goes by day. So you can switch between those as well. Most tardy students and most excused absences are seen through here. Attendance trends and excuse types flagged over there. This screen down the bottom here is going to give you an attendance rate per student, and it's where I spoke to a school recently. They wanted to see, give me a list of students with more than, I think it was 7 lates. And so she always has this view up, none there. But if I filter this to 12 months, I bet you I'll catch some. Yep. So I can see exactly which students are on that list at all times. The other key piece to this tier is that you've got attendance alerts. We can create any form of alert that your school or staff would like. So like I said, I set one up for a varsity coach recently. We're often talking to division heads, and they might want to know about their students that have missed a certain amount of classes. A common one I'll run into these days is when any student is excused absent or absent, so just absent in general, for a specific or the same course. Let's say, I think the common trip I see is at 10, they start to risk dropping down a grade or even dropping out of the course. I can't remember which one it is. But you might want to be told about that as soon as they hit 8, because you've got to have a conversation before it gets too late. And so you might go in total, and we can say over the full year, or let's say for a fixed period or 3 months, whatever you want. And then you can have it send the alert once the criteria is met, and then every time after that, or just when it's met. So you can have, once it hits 8, and then 9, 10, 11, you're getting an alert every time.